So I just couldn't take the way the dog looks anymore, so I switched it up. So let's go check it out. Okay, so my OCD just would not leave me alone about the dog in the woods, so I ended up lifting it up a little bit and turning it slightly, so now there is no more dog face. It's still there if you're looking at it from this angle, but the rim up here kind of blocks it out. So it was really taking away my sense of nature in the tank, like just having it look more natural. To me, it didn't look natural enough. And this is a nature aquarium, jungle style. And so I ended up moving a lot of the Anubias too. And I think this looks a ton better. I also added some Bacopa caroliniana to this corner here and over here. That is because my Waterbox Aquariums Cube 10 on my desk just got a whole bunch of new stem plants that I've never tried before, and I'm really excited for that, and we're actually going to be doing some maintenance on that tank. So anyways, let's jump straight into that. So as you can see, I added some stem plants to this tank. I added some Ludwigia arcuata to the left and right hand side, and then in the back middle I added some Ludwigia natans super red. I am getting a little bit of algae down here on the old leaves that were grown immersed on the Monte Carlo, but all the submersed grown leaves are looking really good and healthy, so not really worried about algae at this point with how many stem plants are in here. So these all grow pretty quick and should take up all the nutrients way before the algae can. So I also added some pearlweed right here. It's like a tiny little patch of it. And then I trimmed the Didiplis deandra twice already, and then I ended up adding some in the back left-hand corner as well. And I think it gives a really good texture. I've never used this many stem plants before, so we'll see how it goes. You guys know me, if they grow too quick, I end up not liking it because I hate trimming plants all the time. I don't mind doing it once a month or so, but if I gotta trim plants twice a week, it's probably not gonna make it in there very long before I end up pulling it out. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start unplugging stuff to do this water change. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the heater and the pump. So now with both of those unplugged, I can start wiping down the glass and brushing off the rocks with a little toothbrush. So this is basically all I do with my aquariums when I do maintenance. I basically just clean up the glass and wave my hand down at the bottom like this to kick up any detritus or algae that might be loosely attached that you can just suck out with your siphon hose. And other than that, it's pretty simple. I pretty much just try to keep everything clean, and if it's not clean, it usually looks pretty unsightly, so try to remove as much unsightliness as possible. With Monte Carlo, I try to kind of flatten it out a little bit. That way its tiny little root structures can attach to the aqua soil a little bit easier. So that's just a quick tip on Monte Carlo. It really does make a difference. By the way, let me know down in the comment section if you guys like watching these maintenance videos. So I can definitely post a lot more of these. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you like these type of videos. So now I got my little toothbrush and I'm just gonna clean up these black lava rocks a little bit. A lot of people don't mind the green algae growing on the rocks and stuff, but I like my tanks to look as algae free as possible, so I keep mine pretty clean. So that's pretty much all I do when it comes to getting in there and getting stuff cleaned up. And other than that, I'm just going to go ahead and suck up as much of that detritus as I can, and I'm going to do a pretty massive water change on this one, probably somewhere around 80 to 90%. I'll leave just enough water in there for the cardinals so they can stay alive. So I know that sounds kind of cruel, but they'll be thanking me when I put some nice, fresh, clean water in there. Now when you do a water change this big, you want to make sure that you have a spray bottle with some dechlorinated water in it. That way you can keep your plants wet and keep them from drying out.